Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Maryland's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around him doing their job.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping your run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Second down now after the sack. The give to the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll put the tight end in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Got room at the 35. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Maryland! Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
Well, we always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than a game like this. When you've got 2 studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. At the 35, he's open. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the counter play. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Gets it in there for the touchdown. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Off the RPO, complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. A little release to the back. Running through contact. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Terrapins! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got
open runway ahead. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Touchdown, Maryland! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now the offense will come onto the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Quick pass on the jet motion. Past the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. With jet sweep pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Orlando. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
Afterburners coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Bowls his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The give to the tailback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The offense lining up for a first down play. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. Owley got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
On the move, it's Samuel. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They'll give it to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6th play of the drive coming up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Past the 25. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got a chance. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Pulls it in on the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Terrapins! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Okay, 1-possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Delivers the contact. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Touch pass on the run. Across the 45. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Looking for room at the 30. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll go to the fullback. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.